Hi, my name is Sheila M, and I graduated from Chapman Law School in 2009. After graduating, I took the California bar exam in July of 2009, and in order to prepare me for the bar exam, like everyone else in my law school, I decided to take BarBri. After taking BarBri and then taking that bar exam, I didn't pass. So I felt in order to better prepare me for the February 2010 bar exam, I would take Kaplan because a lot of people told me Kaplan might help strengthen my multiple choice skills and get a higher score on the MBE section. So after taking their course, I took the February bar exam in 2010, and again I didn't pass. So the next time around, July of 2010, I decided to use all of the Kaplan materials that I had and all the BarMax materials that I had and put them all together and focus on those two sets of test preparation. And then when I took the bar exam in July of 2010, again, I didn't pass. So I was really frustrated. I had taken the bar 3 times and I didn't pass, and I was getting down on myself and almost wanted to give up and just not take the bar exam again. I felt I would never pass. I would come close, but just not close enough. And then a friend of mine actually said, why don't you try BarMax? It's a lot simpler to use, it's more concise, and my friend thought I would definitely pass the bar exam if I tried BarMax. I was pretty skeptical because everybody I knew had taken BarBri and Kaplan, and so I'd never heard of BarMax before, but I thought, it's a lot less money to take BarMax than retake BarBri or retake Kaplan, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So after taking BarMax and using their app on the iPad, which was so convenient because I could take it anywhere I went, whether the library or my house or a friend's house or traveling, I took the iPad with me and the app was always there for me. And after taking that and then taking the bar exam in February 2011, I finally passed, even though that was actually the hardest bar exam I had taken up to that point of all the four. I passed that time, and I credited it all to BarMax. And I feel like BarMax helped me pass because BarBri, they gave you an in-class workbook and a mini convisor, and it was just two totally separate outlines for each subject, and I felt that confused me more. Their outlines were totally different and skewed, and I didn't know what to study, and it was so much reading material that it overwhelmed me at times, and I felt like I could never memorize everything in order to pass. I also felt that with BarBri, in comparison to BarMax, their essay questions were not the typical essay question, or the model answers for the essay questions were not what would help me pass or what the graders were actually looking for. And also with their MBEs, when I took all the BarBri MBE, and I took every single one of them, they were not like the actual MBEs that I took when taking the bar each time. Kaplan also, the MBEs and their outlines, just it wasn't what I needed to pass the bar. They were not actual MBE questions, or explanations were pretty confusing. What I noticed with BarMax was that their model answers for the essays were actually what the bar graders were grading and what they were looking for to get a high score. The MBEs that BarMax offered were exactly like the actual MBEs that I took each time I sat for the bar, and the model answers for the MBEs were exactly what I needed to understand the question and where I went wrong. And the outlines were so concise. The lectures that were provided on BarMax were so concise that that's exactly what I needed to pass the bar. And I wish I'd known about BarMax the first time around, because then I would have had a better chance passing it instead of taking it 4 times to pass. So I was definitely skeptical at first, but with the amount of time I actually put into studying using BarMax and the amount of money that I spent, it was well worth every single second and well worth every single penny, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone out there who's taking the bar. I would definitely not take BarBri or Kaplan. In my opinion, I feel that BarMax is way more superior to those two study methods in terms of what they offer. So thank you, BarMax, and thank you for helping me pass the California bar.